every time I go to
It's
the
all
beach, like, well, if my mom is there, she wants to tell me all about the undercurrents that are going to sweep me away.
yeah, you gotta be careful.
And I just like, first, I'm not going to swim in there. But secondly, you know, I'm sure it's fine. She said though, like, don't resist it. Like, you'll wear yourself
Yeah,
out.
let it take you.
And I was like, well, that sounds ominous. Like, you want me to drown? I'm pretty sure, aren't you supposed to swim like laterally, like parallel to the beach to like break out of it or something?
Yeah, you'll see. Like if you ever watch like an overhead of that shit happening, you'll see there's just like it's like two currents hitting, and then there's one going out.
No.
I'd say with my hands.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you swim away from it parallel to the beach, eventually you'll get out of it, and then you can go towards the beach.
See, and they say this isn't educational. Well, who are they?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either. There's no
sharks, probably.
Yeah, sharks are always trying to say UpDawgs is not educational, but now you know why. They're scared of us. We know their truth.
It's true.
Yes,
but that is another nice thing of like going to the beach now. I don't know if they do it, in fucking Outer Banks, but in like Tybee, there'd be people that fish on the beach all the time because you're allowed to, and they'll like be pulling up sharks, and then there's like kids swimming like right next to them, like feet away.
Yeah,
I mean they're small sharks, but it's still like, I don't know, man.
Like if you do, I mean I love parasailing, and
same.
But no, I actually have never done it. That's just a Zach Galifianakis joke. I'm just gonna rip him off. And Kurtis has arrived. I see. But I was saying about parasailing. I see people like they'll show videos and stuff. You looking down, you can just see nothing but sharks, and you're just like, I'm in that, and it's just, yeah, sharks don't really want to mess with you,
unless they do.
There comes those times. Every now and then. Is it worth it? I say no.
They'll get that accidental leg. They don't want to mess with you. Baby. They're like, oh, I made a mistake. You can have it back, but like, it's too late.
Hypno Dangler is following. I like that. Hypno Dangler.
Who the fuck is Hypno Dangler?
That's right.
Dude, that's our follower, man. Come on. You can't just be asking who the fuck that is, Kurtis, now without showing your face.
My favorite person is followed in the last few seconds.
I'm just eating at the moment. I don't want you guys to see me eating.
What are you eating?
Why do you think people come here?
Today,
that's all they want.
Today is National Eat What You Want Day.
Mm.
No, it truly is. I'm not just being a shithead. It actually is. I don't know who decides that, but yeah. National Eat What You Want Day.
You eating cold soup again?
No, I'm not. But Ben, I'll give you one guess as to what I'm eating.
Do I get like an audio hint, or do I
No, you should know because it's pretty much all I ate during the duration at Right State.
Oh, Hothead.
Exactly.
Okay. Tim, are you upset by Hothead, or is that a problem?
I forget what it is.
It's like Chipotle, but it's different in what they put in it.
Oh yeah. I had Hothead. Okay, they have in Youngstown,
and they have a bunch of sauces. Most of them have cheese. I swear, like half of them are cheese sauces. But then
that's pretty much it. It's just Chipotle with like less quality chicken, but they make up for it with like
banana peppers, and they got
over 30. Yeah, banana peppers, pineapples, and 12 or 13 different sauces.
I remember the sauces. I don't remember the pineapples.
That's kind of like a on again, off again, maybe seasonal. Some locations have it type of thing.
Okay.
I did know they had like some veggies. Like I swear I saw zucchini there once. I mean, granted they were wilted, or that's how I describe it at least.
Wrinkly.
Yeah, wrinkly, gross, just left out.
Flaccid zucchini.
Used.
Yeah, that conjures up the imagery on that one. Yeah, but I don't know. There's like a few Subways like that where it's like, where the good Subway is, and then the bad Subway, it's like all their tomatoes are fucked up because wherever that one is, people aren't ordering vegetables. Like,
has something happened? Is it? I don't know if it's just me, but high school Subway was awesome. I used to love Subway. Get it all the time. But now I feel like it's trash.
Well,
like I don't know if the quality's gotten worse or I've
before there was
become less
Papa
trash.
John, there was Jared.
Nah, that's just your body telling you that it's always been trash. We've reached our threshold of eating the shit. So
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
yep.
I mean, you just get.
Is there tuna? Not even tuna. Didn't we discuss that here?
I don't think so, but is that so?
It must have been what Jakia told me then. Yeah, their tuna's not even tuna for real.
What could it possibly? How? Like
You got
chicken
the computer,
salad?
man.
What?
Yeah, see, no, their chicken, the
Man,
chicken
look
breast, the chicken breast also wasn't chicken. It was chicken, but it's also like soy filler and other stuff.
Yeah, it's probably something like that. There's probably
Yeah.
like 0.0001% tuna in that shit.
Yeah, I think the chicken breast was like
They-
right around half.
The
half
tuna they
chicken.
put in it was just a fragrant spray that ended up on the meat, or meat substitute if you'd prefer. Yeah.
But you put enough bacon and ranch on that bitch, I'd eat it.
I always went spicy Italian. So I started putting the Subway
Choice.
vinaigrette on there, and then my stomach was like pissed for the rest of the day because like I had the meat, the spicy Italian, and plus that vinaigrette was probably, I don't know, the acid levels in my stomach were
Probably wasn't even real vinaigrette.
no, it
50%
doesn't help.
vinaigrette.
But well, then it's just what's the other 50? Water,
Sawdust.
sawdust. No, that was in my cheese for sure.
What is the lightest car oil?
True.
0W N.
Yeah, I went to.
Is that cheaper than?
Cheaper than what?
But
like
yeah,
vinaigrette?
Subways don't exist. Yeah.
Good question. I don't have the answers for you. I don't even have anything close to the answers. I'm a man like me. You drive into the place and you say, you change my oil. And I don't deal with it. So.
Fair.
You know,
Tragic. I feel like that should be a part of getting your driver's license.
I don't think so. As long as I have the means to pay for it, right? I mean, somebody's got to do it. I don't want to take a job and work from them. I'm not going to change my tire. I mean, I can change a spare, but I'm not going to like change all my tires.
Fuck them. They've taken that mindset and gotten greedy with it.
See, my problem with it is if everyone knew how to change their oil and had to, how many people would be disposing of their oil properly?
That's also true.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a fair point.
That's probably why New Jersey didn't want people pumping their own gas. And they just didn't trust people.
The Zoolander?
No, I still don't get that.
They have the Zoolander approach?
Who?
Up there in Jersey? They're they're where people be fighting with gasoline?
I don't know. I don't know what the argument was. Maybe they just, maybe, I don't know. Maybe some arson was going on. Maybe the gas pumpers union was really strong in Jersey, but eventually that law changed. It was like 2 years ago, and then I guess all hell broke loose and nobody knew what they're doing. But I think they got
Oregon
it now.
Like that too?
Oregon?
Really?
I think there's a few states that you don't pump your own gas.
Losers.
Have you guys been to Jersey before?
I've driven through it like twice.
I've gone to the shore, and that is the worst sand I've ever stepped on.
Is Atlantic City in Jersey, or is it somewhere else along the East Coast?
I don't know. I think it's in Jersey.
Because I stopped in Atlantic City for a prolonged period of time. Not the gambler, nothing.
It is in Jersey.
Ooh.
So yeah, I've stayed in Jersey overnight. Because I stayed in a hotel like off of their air quote strip, but never did anything fun there, I guess.
It wasn't being rambunctious.
Nah.
In Atlantic City. See.
The most popular question asked is Atlantic City dangerous? The answer is don't go
everywhere
out at night.
Can be dangerous.
No, Google ain't saying that. Google's like
on a scale of 1 to Baker Mayfield.
You zipped up pockets.
Oh, dangerous.
Did you just say from 1 to zip up your pockets?
Also works.
That works, yeah. Oh. We combined he said, let me combine their sentences. Makes sense for me.
Different shit?
Yeah, I said Baker Mayfield. I don't know what Tim said, really.
I said you better zip up your pockets.
Oh, well,
That's the Google recommendation.
One to zip up your
Atlantic
pockets.
City
How
safe?
dangerous is it? Is a good question though. But
Zip your pockets up, buddy.
hey, buddy,
Get your shit.
zip them pockets. I mean, if it were me in college, it would be always zip those pockets because it was always the sweatpants, the like Adidas sweats with the zip up pockets. You know, every day, schlubbing my way to class.
You're just one of those guys wearing sweatpants showing dong, huh?
No, because they were like soccer like pants. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I describe them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not showing dong. The black is very slimming, so
that's what sweatpants do. All right.
False. Black is not slimming. It is. What's the term for it?
Absorbent.
There isn't one. It just hides creases really well. It's
like a penis.
Blob.
Which makes it slimming.
It hides.
No, it's not.
It gives the illusion that you don't have like you can't see the depth in it whenever like your stomach is poking out a little bit more. So maybe it is slimming.
Nah, it just turns up the contrast all the way, so you just look like a big ass black dot.
Don't turn up my contrast. Don't talk about me like that in my body.
Not slimming. I just saw some lady. Okay, that's not the like that. But I just saw some lady in all black, and that was my first thought. I was like, "That's not. It's not doing it.
All right.
It's not hot."
She should have went stripes. Okay. I haven't been looking at the chat. What are you saying? Hurricanes here. You calling us weebs? Not yet. Yeah, Tim's forgot it. Slims, your penis. I don't know. I didn't see the order of these things coming in, so yeah, they call me Virginia Slim for a reason.
Oh.
No. I'm a Kylo Slim, as I declared last week. You know how it is.
That's fly.
Dude, that was a good stream.
I should, yeah, Star Wars is always fun. I guess, Kurtis, are you caught up on all the Star Wars?
Hell nah.
Okay. Did you watch? Wait, what have you watched?
All right, look. The last Star Wars scene I saw was when BB-8 was freaking out in the fucking desert.
And then you decided, I'm done with it. Was the movie
like the first scene of the first movie?
Of the first new trilogy, yeah.
Yeah, I just fell asleep on it, and then I didn't bother watching the rest.
Jesse fell asleep too when he watched it. Like, why is everyone falling asleep during Star Wars?
Jesse falls asleep during everything.
It's because both times he was like, well, I was drinking, and then I went to the movie, and I fell asleep. And then he tells another Star Wars story that stream. I was drinking, I went to the movie, I fell asleep. At least
it's literally pays money to take a nap.
At least it wasn't 11 a.m. Christmas ales the next time. Or whatever.
It's a name for me, but you know.
Did you see the original trilogy or any of that?
I mean, yeah, I saw it, but don't ask me. I don't remember it.
Do you remember who is related and who isn't, at least?
Not even, dude. Yeah, I don't.
I wish I would have prepared like a quiz for you.
I would have got 1% maybe.
That was last week.
Yeah, we'll move on. But what can you name any like your favorite character just based off like what they look like? It could be a minor character that you just remember because they look.
Samuel Jackson, Mace Windu. So by default, I got to pick him.
Okay, Mace Windu.
Just because his lightsaber fly, the purple.
Yeah,
it just look cool.
It was a cool choice by them to say he made a demand and they met it, and that doesn't always happen in movies, especially something that big. But you know, it's Samuel L. Jackson. Are you gonna tell him no?
What demand did he make?
Go ahead. But he makes a ton of demands in his movies, and he usually gets them.
Yeah,
he's just that kind of guy.
I'm not gonna tell him no.
Yeah, like in the Avengers movies, it's like in his contract or something that he can't run too much or something, or run at all. So he'll never run any of the Avengers movies, and he never will because he contractually just doesn't want to run.
Doesn't like running. I get it.
Yeah,
just sucks.
I'm like, you get him, mate. I mean, he's getting old, so I mean, I guess it makes sense. But maybe he's got bad form. He doesn't want people.
That's what I think. He's no Tom Cruise. I tell you that. Tom Cruise,
he's a good runner.
That's all he does. He writes into his movies, I have to run in this one. Just got them hands.
He's a good runner. He's a good runner.
looking like
He runs with his fucking chest.
he does. It's like he's following forward the whole time.
That's all running is.
Hey, he held onto a plane, man.
True.
So
He does his own. So good point. I'll play everyone's favorite theme song. You know, we got.
he runs like his head is disproportionately bigger than his body is supposed to be, but his head isn't. You know, you ever seen a person with a big ass head run and it just falls
Yeah,
forward?
maybe he's just trying to. He's only running because he's trying to support his head, which is falling forward the whole time.
Now I have to
but-
look up a video of him running because, like, is this real?
All right, you got to look up. It's like what is it? Mission Impossible when he's running down the.
Literally
alright.
look up any Mission Impossible. He runs in all of them.
There's a video of him running. There's a compilation of him running from 1981 to 2018. So I'm gonna watch the evolution of Tom Cruise while we go.
I want to guess how long it is. Is it every? Are they saying it's every single time he ran? Because that could be like
Maybe
a couple hours. I don't.
No, I think it's every movie he's ran in like a clip of it.
Hour and a half.
It's 8 minutes.
They didn't put all the running, just every time he ran. Damn. All right, I'll play in this theme song and then we can talk about weeb shit.
All right, I'm just gonna watch it.
Oh yeah, we're talking what up, dog. D&D crew. Oh yeah, we're talking what up, dog. D&D crew. Let's see what the UpDawgs getting to. You know, yeah, we're gonna groove. What up, dog? D&D. What up?
I didn't realize that we talked before all that for like, well, we've been going for 20 minutes, but we haven't been really talking the whole 20 minutes, but it never usually goes that long without playing that. I don't even.
I just thought you were cold open.
I mean, I kind of wanted to. I don't know. I guess we do cold open this time, or I can do my thing I've been doing the last few weeks where I yell into the microphone. But
No, we spent enough time.
are you sure? It's only a minute and a half.
You really want to?
I don't know. I wrote out a list of things so I didn't get lost this time.
Is
Right.
it all in Japanese?
No. It's kind of just a recap of the week. Let me see if I got it in me. Fuck it, I'll do it.
Oh, you're doing it. Okay.
Yeah, let me turn the volume down because last time I feel like it was a bit high.
Yeah, I usually try to tell you to turn it down, and then
The
it's
music,
too late.
but I'm gonna get loud.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm a deafen real quick.
Fuck off. All you have to do is say hi when I say your name. Okay. See, I'm gonna have the energy real low today because today on the podcast I got Tim. Say hi, Tim.
Hi.
And Kurtis. What's up, Kurtis? Hello. See,
Hello.
I'm all calm, right? Okay. Oh man, what do we have here? UpDawg Monday on a Tuesday? What's next? Taco Tuesday on a Wednesday? Doesn't make any sense. Where's Jesse? Let's talk about the Browns. The Haslams want to ruin my Columbus crew. And on National Foam Rolling Day? What the fuck, man? That's messed up. Fuck yeah, man. UpDawg Tuesday. Verizon sold Yahoo and AOL. The NFL draft was like 2 weeks ago. Gwyneth Paltrow ate some bread. Fuck. UpDawg Tuesday, man. I promised Tim we'd talk about anime this week. That's right, we're tapping into our inner weeb this time. Sub, not dub. Gomenasai. Senpai. Hi. Baka. What do you got to say, Tim? Is that rate that one? Is that
You can see my neck go like that from the physical cringe.
okay? Yeah. Yeah, I had to end with cringe. It's weeb talk. Okay? He's stretching.
Wait, the one thing you said in there, you stopped the track.
What?
What's this about Gwyneth Paltrow eating bread? I thought she just drank whiskey every day, and she made a big deal. Like, not everybody does that.
Yeah, she avoids a lot of stuff, her Goop brand. She has her ways of life that she lives by. She doesn't eat bread or drink whiskey, but during the pandemic, she broke down, and her worst day was she drank whiskey. She had some bread. Poor Gwyneth.
That's rough.
I know. And then
she's got some real problems. There's a lot of things going on in the world that might be bad or wrong, but none of it compares to what Gwyneth Paltrow has to go through every day.
Whoever did
That
the
poor
interview
woman.
or whatever wrote the article was dumb enough to post Gwyneth Paltrow's worst day was eating bread. What about yours? And someone's like, my grandma died. It's just you didn't think about this one. Whoever posted this.
I think that might have been what they were getting at, though.
So, whatever. Yeah, that's her whole thing, I guess. But she's on that Tom Brady diet, I guess. I don't know.
It really has Ellen DeGeneres crying in her mansion because she has to quarantine at home all day. Vibe,
Right. But had to show up with the Crew jersey on, the old one, because the Haslams, the Browns ownership wants to ruin the Crew since they own them now, and changing everything. Do what?
Is that why they changed the logo?
They changed it just because they wanted to rebrand, and it's not just the logo. They took the word Crew out of the team name, so they're not the Columbus Crew. They're Columbus SC now, and this is a Columbus Crew dropping the Crew from their name is a trend in MLS that's been going on for years, where new teams all just say FC, SC, whatever. The Montreal Impact just changed to CF Montreal. They got rid of all the cool names and nicknames that make American sports. That's what all American sports do. You're the Chicago Bulls. You're the they're just trying to Europeanize it, I guess. But American soccer is very much a regional sport, and they're just taking away these nicknames, and I just to appeal to an international market who has no interest in MLS. But that's fine. That's fine. We don't need to talk about that,
Yeah, fuck that shit. We just still don't call them the Columbus Crew.
Right.
I hope so.
But the new logo, did you see it, Curtis? With it's like the Ohio flag rotated 90 degrees, and then they put a C in it, and then there's a little triangle in that little space that was left over.
Right.
So somebody made a Twitter profile that was just the Crew triangle, and I think their first tweet was why do I exist? But
it's supposed to be a sideways pennant. That's what I'm getting from it.
Everyone's and then the triangle that's in the corner there, everyone's which
it's
way?
Just there.
It's am I an arrow? Am I and it's just all these poles and
yeah, what is that?
I don't know. And it's the colors and everything. They have a hat that's just the C with the triangle on it, not even the outline. It looks like the Pittsburgh Pirates hat, and it's just stupid. I don't like it.
Did this happen before or after the Haslams bought it?
After. They bought it they bought it when Precourt wanted to move the team to Austin, and now there's Austin FC, or SC, whichever. So the league gave that guy permission to make an expansion team down in Austin. So the Haslams actually came in and bought that from him while he made an expansion team.
Okay.
So, have you told Benson? Have you shown him the articles of people sending back the dogs they've adopted during the pandemic, just to make sure that he gets his shit together? Benson, this is a trend going on.
I got to show that to Murphy.
Yeah. It's anytime.
You got thin ice, bud.
It's you see this New York Times article?
Yeah, my mom will get rid of his ass pretty fucking quick.
So yeah.
He's just sitting under my desk farting up a storm right now. So I'm dealing with that.
He's usually on the bed doing it.
My ass.
Is it worse under you or on the pillows?
It's way worse because it traps the air and it has one place to come up and it's right here.
Damn.
It's terrible, man. He's he's cute.
You gotta train him to fart into a PVC pipe that is then vented out the window.
I'm trying to train him to stop eating poop, but yeah, that's next. That'll be number 2.
Eating poop, I guess, is a priority of stopping that. I did mention it's National Foam Rolling Day. It's also National Eat What You Want Day, but it's also National Twilight Zone Day. Did you watch any Twilight Zone? Or is that or are you more of a modern, I watch Black Mirror kind of person?
Neither.
No.
Twilight Zone's old as hell, man.
I know. It's good, but yeah, it's black and white.
Okay.
So
I've seen episodes of both of them, but I didn't. They weren't my favorite.
Okay. Well, I'm here to let you know those are what the made up holidays are today.
Fuck 'em.
You don't like foam rolling? You say?
No, I do like foam rolling, and I was appreciative when Keshawn had his foam roller.
Yeah.
But trying to buy one, they're fucking
That
like
was
$30. Yeah, and his is probably like the $60 foam roller because it was long as shit.
Mm.
The only ones you can find at Kroger's are like, I don't know. Not that you guys can really tell,
Like,
but
oh yeah,
that
like they're
fucking-
like a foot
Half your
long,
back.
basically,
yeah. So
like a Subway foot, not even a full one.
yeah, pretty much. It's like a foot long Subway sub.
Yeah, 10
Like a Jared
inches.
Fogle foot.
Like a who?
Jared
Jared
Fogle. Is that
Oh,
a
the
musician? God damn.
That's the Subway pedo.
Oh, that's his last name. I was thinking,
Yeah.
yeah, I mentioned already. That was the first Papa John, except he doesn't come back from that. I guess you can come back from saying the N word, but
If you can't come back from diddling kids.
no.
like
And
kid.
what if he called a child the N word? I don't know how it works, man. I just
He'd probably get away with it if he called a kid.
Not while he's diddling him.
no. Okay, well, did you watch any of the SNL stuff?
speaking of- hold on.
He wants to get on it. He said we're in it. We're in it.
Y'all know about EDP, whatever the 44, whatever the fuck the numbers are after his name?
Who?
E40?
No, never. EDP. I don't know the fucking numbers. Y'all know that Philadelphia Eagles fan that was always
Oh, 445?
yeah, him, that dude. He's a fucking pedophile as well.
Who?
Man, you never know.
Just
Not like
like 3-4 times. It's EDP 44.
yeah. Well, EDP ain't a. It's not a friendly name.
yeah, what EDP stands for is not
Yeah,
something we're
yeah.
repeating, but it's meow. That should give you a clue. So,
Panther. I got the P.
Interesting. Well,
no,
Yeah, I got the P. It's Panther. Okay, he said meow. Electric.
yeah. No, anyway, he's a fucking pedophile, dog.
Okay.
Him and the people that exposed him, they both fucking pedophiles.
Okay.
wow. You never know.
Speaking of
So
pedophiles,
obviously you
No, I have no transition for that, to be honest. But
Yeah.
did you see those SNL sketches? Any of them?
No. But they made those drop, and I'm mad about that.
They did what?
They made those drop, and I'm pretty mad about
Oh
that.
yeah, Elon gets on there and claims himself to be the Doge father, and then Doge drops as it should.
Mhm.
Because we said, why is the richest man in the world in a Wario costume? But yeah, it's whatever.
He also said what he has Asperger's, I think. on
Yes, he did say that.
Yeah, that.
Which you could see a lot of his nervous tics. He swayed a lot whenever he's doing the sketches. But it just, none of it was really funny. People were mad about the Gen Z hospital sketch, which was them using, quote, Gen Z terms, but they were mostly like terms that were used in the Black and gay communities, and they just like took those and just said they were Gen Z terms. And I think what they were trying to do is say that Gen Z thinks they invented those terms and uses them, but
They probably,
what it came off as is they were like making fun of it, like packaging it for boomers to enjoy, to say like, haha, aren't kids dumb? See how they talk? So
Yeah.
I just think
Did they say yeet?
no, they were saying like, they were calling
Wasted.
stuff based. They were
Terrible.
saying, what they say? I mean, they referred to whoever their friend was in the hospital as, how's Bestie doing? Like, that's one thing. Like, we don't say that. So, fucking,
So they were just talking.
You can keep
to
that
upspeak
one.
pretty
Yeah.
They were just using like young people
much.
talk.
That word that upspeak. You know what I'm talking about? Like I don't even want to fucking do it. It's so gross. Just Google it.
Like really, like enunciating slang, or like I don't.
Just
I
Google
feel like I've
updating
heard
when
of
you
that
hear
term, but I'll look it up.
Yeah, when you hear it, you'll be like, "Oh yeah, this."
Let me just see a description of it.
You gotta hear it.
It's most
Just
common
don't
among
do it.
American and Australian speakers of the English, like the rising intonation at the end of sentences. Okay.
Yeah, that shit.
Kinda. They were. I don't know. They were just like attributing these terms to being Gen Z instead of like as a whole, rather than just things that have been prevalent already in certain other communities. So I don't know. People are upset about that. People get upset about anything, but the whole point of him being on there is because he gets views. So I mean, it all works. I mean, Peach doesn't have an Italian accent, but yet there was that on the sketch too. So whatever. That was all dumb. But hey, what are you gonna do?
I'm glad I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I watched clips the day after. I didn't like sit and watch the whole thing. They like
I ain't seen it.
the only good thing I saw was the concept of they had Elon trying to explain what Dogecoin was.
And he called it a fucking. What did he call it? He called it something, and that made it drop. Fuck.
I don't know. They kept just saying like going back to like he'd explain it, and then they'd say, "So what is Dogecoin?" Was just the only question they kept asking him, and then he kept like explaining it. But he compared it to they did bring up like, see, like this is money, and they brought up money. It's like, yeah, it's like money. It's just as useless, basically, was the joke. But the delivery of it in like all SNL sketches goes on too long or is drawn out. So whatever. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't really have much to say about it. You know,
Papa Elon sold before he went on the show.
it was it did go down quite a bit though, like
20 fucking cents.
and it was at
Which is a lot.
60
Well, it's like-
or
64. No, it was actually like 70. I got in at 64. It shot up to 71 or 2.
Oh,
And then it
not
crashed
fun.
at like 40 something. Yeah, it's not been fun for me. So
Well,
really, this whole crypto shit's giving me a fucking headache. I just want to sell pictures.
yeah.
wait.
He's
You
trying to
got
get
an
on the
OnlyFans, Kurt?
he's trying to get in the NFT game. Yeah, he's trying to NFT his OnlyFans, and it's just rough out here. Anyway, we weren't here to talk about it. We were here to talk about Weeb shit. What am I doing?
We got 20 minutes of Weeb time.
We got more than that. Come on,
That's like
Tim, hang tough.
That's like an abridged episode of Weebness.
That's right. I mean, 20 minutes. But I don't even know. Tim said he hasn't been keeping up with the anime, and Kurtis, I don't even know what you've watched other than Dragon Ball.
One Punch Man and My Hero Academia.
Are you caught up on My Hero?
I guess not. I've been seeing shit that there's new episodes coming out,
Yeah,
but
new
I haven't
ones
looked.
had just come out in the last couple months or so. They come out weekly on Hulu.
Yeah, I ain't seen.
I am watching that one. It's good. Tim didn't watch. I think what you would like is Attack on Titan. I mean, Tim only watched up to a certain point, but
Same. I watched. I think I got to like either the start of season 3 or like partway through season 2. I saw it. I saw the big ass Titans get through the first wall.
yeah. I mean,
That's all I can really remember from that.
I think that one's really good. I just think Tim needs to give it another chance. He got mad at a certain point, and he's already said it, but it's like,
yeah, we don't need to talk specifics, you know.
I mean, but like, what draws you into them? Is it just like the art style? Do you like? Is it just you've heard a lot about it, and you're just like, all right, let's see what it is, or?
I mean, it is interesting how everyone probably got into it was Dragon Ball Z. It was probably like everyone's like,
I mean, yeah,
the first thing they watched that was really like.
I don't know. I think
style.
Digimon may have done more damage than.
I think Pokemon was it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, just like
yeah, Pokemon definitely had its thing, but
Dragon Ball
man.
definitely.
I guess
I think opened up, especially for TVs, like for Adult Swim, we probably wouldn't be putting a lot of anime on there late at night if you didn't have Dragon Ball Z that already existed and prove that we'd watch it. So
True.
No, that's true. I mean,
it had Sailor Moon on there. Not that I watched it.
That's true.
It was on there at the same time.
There's new Sailor
forgot
Moon, or they just redid it or something here recently. They called it like Sailor Moon Crystal. People were mad about.
People are always mad.
Well, I was just shown some of the new way they animated the transformations for like Sailor Moon and how it's dumb and looking and
Whatever.
but I don't know much about it.
Weeb culture is funny.
With Dragon Ball Z, the only time I get annoyed with like there's a couple things that annoy me with animes. Is when
First of all, you don't need to say the S on there. Okay, I'll stop you there. You just say anime as a whole. It's like geese.
No, I'm saying I want to talk about animes like a Kroger's. But it's when I really get into a song finally, or when I have a song that I really like and they switch it on me out of nowhere, and then the intro's ruined and I can't skip it on Hulu because Hulu wants you to watch the whole intro and outro, so you got to manually skip. But
Yep, I feel you.
like I was just watching Black Clover, and they had my favorite. This is my new favorite opening title sequence, and the song was amazing. And I knew some of the English words they were saying, that's another thing I love is when they just throw in random English words that don't make sense to the title sequence. That's how you have a good intro.
Yeah.
I just like the whole concept of the intro music. I like one just to talk about how big anime is in Japan. Like, it's huge. Like, it's way bigger than anything animated over here would be in America. But like, if an opening song is good or ending song is good, it's big on the radio. So like, you'll hear those songs on the radio and they're popular. People listen to that. So like, imagine hearing like "What's New Scooby Doo" on the radio and being like, "Fucking like that's
and
a fucking banger
jamming
right there."
and just
They show the strip club over there in Japan.
Do they what now?
The anime clubs are the strip club. The anime clubs. The anime shows are the strip
I know
club.
what he's saying. So whenever in America, if you want a song to hit and pop off, you play it through the strippers because the strippers decide what's good. So in Atlanta, that's what they started doing. They said, "Hey, do you like this song?" And if they liked it, they'll dance to it and make it popular. So
honestly, I think so. Yeah,
that's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, they're a lot more wholesome than not really.
I never knew that.
There's a lot of anime titties.
Yeah, they sell panties and vending machines, dog. They ain't wholesome at all.
That's useful. What if you just need them?
Japan's got some good. Now they're used. Japan's got some awesome culture things, and they got some questionable culture things. But I think it's all good as a package. I've been there, and I loved it.
Trying to go.
What area did you go? Like stay in? Did you travel all over?
Tokyo. No, Tokyo, and then there's like a coastal city I went to.
What part of Tokyo did you stay in? You remember?
Man, I don't remember now. I stayed with my buddy wherever he was at.
All right.
But we went all about. We went to Weeb, the Weeb Mecca.
Yeah.
Akahibara. I probably pronounce it terribly, but
that's fine.
It's like Weeb Central, where like they just have massive buildings where they sell tons of manga, and like all the billboards are just like anime.
Oh, you said Weeb Central.
Weeb. No, not Weeb, man. Weeb.
They don't support that at all. They are very anti drugs.
What the fuck?
Now Weeb Central.
I was so lost.
Like use PC parts and shit. Like I don't know.
Do you
and, like tons of like? Yeah, it's a good place.
Do you
maid cafes?
Oh, the maid cafe. Do you read any manga, or did you ever?
I have a few. I bought some while I was there to read specifically.
Are you too ashamed to admit what they are, or can you? Okay.
I mean, I had plenty, but there's just a lot.
I don't know. Is there one in particular that you like? The drawings are amazing, and that's what really kept you in it.
The draw as far as like art style, there's one is like Scum's Wish, which is like a really like it's like a really sad as all these in high school thing. But the art, I really like the art in it.
If you watch an anime or read a manga, they're 15, and they got something to prove. They're always 15.
Yeah, the one manga that everyone recommends or should read is like Berserk.
I've heard of it.
It's real popular, really long ongoing. It's exciting and a lot of betrayal and stuff. I don't know, it's a good story. There's some good storytelling that I think gets turned away just because it's Japanese culture, like manga.
I actually took I keep thinking about the music because I took I recorded something that annoyed me from Dragon Ball specifically, the intermission music they would play, like actually I've got it. Why am I singing it? It's like
It's kind of like a
Rock the Party by Gorilla started playing in my
yeah. I don't know if they play that.
But they changed it at one point for like a few episodes, and it got on my nerves a lot. And they just played like this, and and like a fight will happen, and then they play this, and they go back to fighting, and it just took me out of it.
Were they fighting or were they yelling at each other?
Either way, that would play. Going to, like, I'll play it again for you.
This coming sort of fam. I can't even try to hear it.
Okay, going to.
It sounds good on the stream.
And coming from, can you hear it, Tim? When I do that?
No.
Interesting.
Kind of. It sounds good on the stream, but it's like.
I wonder why.
Discord.
No, I'm going to figure it out because that's a good use.
Figure it out tomorrow.
Oh, noise suppression turned on. That's why.
I'm getting heavily licked.
There.
That's way better.
Yeah. So whenever I was doing the song and stuff, you guys were probably like, "This shit sounds terrible."
Yes.
I turned it on the stream though to make sure it didn't sound like that.
Okay. Well, at least you're checking me. But yeah, another thing with the music's I love it. Like, very important if I'm gonna like a show a lot of times. But I like the contrast between intro music and outro music. So like for the one I'm watching right now, the intro music is really cool and it builds up, and then there's like this amazing fight sequence, and then it's showing all the main characters and like the evil guys, and then like foreshadowing another fight that's going to happen down the line.
Are you allowed to play this?
Yeah, so I mean I can talk over it and talk about it, but that happens. But then you go to the outro music and it's very soft, and what's happening is just, you're looking off into the distance very pensively. You're thinking about the love that is developing over this storyline, like a subplot, and it's just absurd.
I think that's typical of all of them, because that sounds like My Hero.
Yeah, they do that too.
Hard, it ends, you're staring at Japanese cherry blossoms and shit. Nothing to do with the show at all.
But with My Hero, like they have one, it's always like a shopping sequence. Like they'll show like the girls going out shopping, like the guys going to the stores, and like them going to the grocery. And then the intro is just like everyone's kicking each other's ass and like flying around and shit. But
pretty much.
The Attack on Titan first opening is great. They just start yelling at you in German, and then like Attack on Titan, that music makes me so loyal to this country that isn't real, and it's amazing what they've done. It's like I want to get up and salute whenever they play that music.
That's like the opening. A lot of good openings came from that I remember from like Code Geass, where a lot of my friends will remember those, and they're very like intense.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of depends. They change with the seasons, depending on the season was.
Like there's a couple that are slower or whatever, but the intros just go hard because they're trying to get you pumping.
They want to bring you in.
I remember Full Metal's got a good one. The first one they do.
Yeah.
The girl starts singing really fast. I like that one a lot. And then as soon as I start really loving it, they switch it on me, and then I hate the next one, no matter what it is.
And you gotta skip.
They know that too. They've got to put the worst one after the best ones because they're just like, well, you're gonna hate it anyway. You can't put a good one after this. I'm on to you. On to you, anime people.
You're on to Japan.
Yeah.
You figured them out.
I do. Have you watched any animes that have ruined it for you because like it's just too sexual? Like they just keep doing stuff that just takes you out. Like you're just like, come on, man.
I keep wondering where those are at because I've never seen one of them in my life except for on Twitter.
That's prime. High School of the Dead is real famous for that because there's one season of it. The writer got sick. He stopped writing. They did a adaptation of it, of the show. And it's a zombie survival thing that is super over sexualized. And I mean, if you haven't seen it, look it up. I mean, they do like weird, stupid physics that don't make sense.
And they're all 15.
They're all 15. Like
every anime.
I don't know.
It's
I think they hide that shit with names because I would have never checked High School of the
basically,
Dead.
yeah, if the word
Yeah,
high school
yeah.
is in the name, it's probably way too sexual for some reason.
Yeah.
High School
No,
DxD.
that one's famous.
Let's see what else is there. I mean,
See, that one, the point of that one is that it's sexualized. High School of the Dead takes itself way too seriously to have these things in there. So,
I guess Death Note's not
I mean,
really.
check it out because it's funny, not because, yeah, I mean, if you're into it, whatever. But like,
I mean,
it's so over the top.
The shows I watch is what's that boy from My Hero with the grapes that be throwing them
Oh
off his
yeah,
head and
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I
He's
know what you mean.
You a little pervy guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least people kick his ass and stuff. But
and Cowboy Bebop, ain't that what it's called?
yeah,
I finished that one too. Don't
Yeah,
they
that's
do
a real good one. That's a
it here
classic.
too?
I actually got
let's see.
the
Wait,
Cowboy Bebop thing on my wall.
oh, that little
Nah.
poster.
The swordfish. Yeah.
Surprising that
Huge.
one's in your bedroom. I figured it's where you'd put the high school, whatever you said.
No, I put that.
No,
in
that's on the
closet.
ceiling above my bed. That's
Yeah.
that's where I put all the anime titties. Seven Deadly
He's
Sins
got-
did that to me. Like first season was. You keep cutting out. What did you say?
I said he's got anime titties and I got motorcycles above my bed.
Whatever gets
We
you
all
off,
have our
man.
agendas, Curtis. We all.
Exactly. Like Seven Deadly Sins starts in season 1. Super like, I don't even know if it's season 1. I don't remember how seasons work in that one, but it's just kind of gross at first, and then I don't know if that's when it became a Netflix property that they stopped doing
Yeah.
that. But
That's what
I
happened.
did appreciate that they cut that part out. Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, in the season 1 stuff, they did sexualize a lot of the girls in there. They also sexualized the guy, one of the guys.
Agreed.
The fox. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, it's not.
His name's Bond.
It's equal opportunity.
You see that V on him. Those pants are very low. They're very low riding. You see his V in there. You know, he's got the D'Angelos out. It's all there.
Oh, the D'Angelos. What about any movies? Have you seen any movies? Anime.
I mean, I've
movies?
just been watching. I did see a Dragon Ball movie in theaters, but mostly Japanese animation. I've been watching like Hayao Miyazaki, like Studio. Is it Studio Ghibli or Ghibli? I've always said Ghibli, but I've never heard it said.
I think it's Ghibli.
But I'd say it's kind of like watching a Disney movie. You know, I don't know if I wouldn't call it anime necessarily, but I don't really know the last Lupin. Maybe that counts. Lupin the Third.
Lupin the Third.
Yeah.
I think those are movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also a show.
1979. The castle of something rather, based off a gentleman thief, as I would describe him. Based off a
Lupin.
Yeah, it's based off a French novelist's writing of a guy named something Lupin, and there's actually a Netflix show, I think, about it as well. And that's kind of what the character's based off of. The Netflix show is a live action. I can't remember what the actor's name is. I do know I was surprised to see he was black, because in the animation he was white, and I was like, is he actually black? And they just ripped off the story. So I didn't really look into it though. So
That reminds me of the Afro Samurai movies.
I was going to talk about that because
Those are actually pretty good.
Afro Samurai, a lot of people were drawing comparisons of that to the show Yasuke that came out.
Yeah, I was going to ask you all that because I haven't yet.
So I've seen a lot of leading up to it, because obviously I like the music from it, because Flying Lotus did it, and Thundercat was in a lot of the music, and Denzel Curry was on these like soundtrack album. So they're bringing a lot of music that I like into anime, and I'm really excited about it. But Yasuke is about a historical figure who is like a 1500s samurai, the black samurai, but I can't remember the origins and everything.
He was an African samurai who was like, I don't know, made his way to Japan and became a samurai, was working for one of the lords and shit, and killed a bunch of people.
And
pretty much the sweetest job.
I think the first reaction I saw someone make a comment like, dude, why you gotta put black people in everything. What the hell? This is anime. And I was like, it's telling a real story. And the guy who's the producer of it, what's his name? LaShawn Thomas. He worked on the Boondocks. Like, he's a co-director of it. What do you mean?
Okay.
Like, you can't get upset. like, cause like Tim was saying, Afro Samurai, you've got that and like Samurai Jack, and then the comparisons.
And good music.
Comparisons stop because there's not a lot of stories like this. So
Right. Well, you can't even compare Samurai Jack.
Well, Samurai Jack voice actor was black, so there you go.
But Samurai Jack was a white man.
I know.
Was he white?
Hell yeah, he was. He looked like.
I always thought he was Asian.
Motherfucker looked like Professor X in a kimono.
Even when he grew out a lot of hair, though. I don't know if you can call him Professor X. He grew out his hair for the final season.
No, there's no way.
No, it was always long. Actually, it was just always up, and then he just let it down.
Fan Professor X is in fact Samurai Jack.
And LaShawn Thomas, I want to point out, helped on Legend of Korra. So,
That's the Avatar show, right?
Yeah. But it's like
Avatar: Last
his
Airbender.
Granddaughter, somebody's daughter to
Who, Korra?
Yeah, what's that? Yeah.
No, she's
I didn't watch it.
not related to anybody.
Not related to anybody. Is that how it works? Are they just born out of the elements?
Yeah, they're just picked randomly. When an avatar dies, the new one gets born.
I don't know what the hell I was reading then. But yeah, Yasuke, I'm gonna probably watch that as like my personal thing. Like, we always watch anime. We've been watching anime while eating dinner, but I think that's just gonna be me. I'm really into the music, and I really like Samurai Jack. And I draw that comparison because he's a swordsman with Samurai Jack goes into the future and fights like robots and shit. But in Yasuke, they bring like futuristic stuff into the historical story. Like, they bring like, there's mech suits, there's magic. They brought these components in, and it's like, I haven't seen anything like that's cool.
Like steampunk for real.
Well, like, I don't know, because they have magic, so I don't know if it's actual like, I don't know, because I haven't watched it, but it looks like they're telling a story, but they're using fantastical means to like tell it. And I find that really cool. What was it?
Yeah, it's not very not rated very well.
It's got like a 70 at least. It's got like 90% on Rotten Tomatoes for the fans, I thought.
Oh, I was looking. The premium anime judgment is my anime list.
Yeah, but they have different sensibilities than the people who are going to enjoy Yasuke.
True, that's true.
And by that I mean,
this ain't your weeb's anime.
Right. This is man's anime. It's a real man's anime.
This is manime.
Manime.
That's right. Just, we brought you manwich, now we bring you manime. Just men doing men stuff.
Of manwich.
We're not doing weird Naruto hand signs. No, this is manime.
Fuck that running with your hands behind your back shit.
Man, everyone had a Naruto runner in their school, man.
Multiple.
Yeah, that just to show what kind of effect anime has in real life. Everyone knows one.
How you get hit with
everyone had a girl or a kid in their school that wore the Naruto headbands.
Girl or a kid?
Yeah, sorry. I didn't want to make it gender specific. It's just in my case, it was a girl.
I don't know if it's considered anime running. This guy I knew ran, his hands were straight down, not back. But he would run track too. Like, his hands, they didn't move from his side, and he ran.
I've seen that before.
And I don't know how that works. Like, your body should naturally like pump your arms, right? Like,
yeah,
to like shift your weight and carry your momentum the correct way. I don't know.
It's like how Michael Cera runs in Superbad.
Isn't that how like it feels like a Scooby-Doo character would run that way?
That is how.
That's how Shaggy runs.
Fred. I feel like that's how Fred.
Fred can't run like that. He probably runs like Tom Cruise.
He runs through his fucking chest.
Exactly. I think one of them runs with their hands up here. It's probably Velma. I don't know. But,
yeah.
Yeah,
might-
no, you're right.
My favorite
Shaggy.
anime, after all. Huh?
You might be right about it being Shaggy.
No, Shaggy's he's a big pumper.
Are you watching right now?
No, I'm gonna look it up though.
I don't want you describing him as a big pumper. That's okay.
One of them ran with their arms down to their side.
I mean, my bet would be on Shaggy. That's all I'm saying.
It might
As
have
the person who
evolved,
looks
through the
most like
show.
Shaggy, I don't know if that's true.
You would know.
Tim might look most like Shaggy, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say you watch your fucking mouth.
I look like some other hippie. I'm like Tommy Chong or something. I don't know. I look like. I mean, I got the crew jersey on. I'd say Frankie Haydick, but you don't know who that is. Probably. He looked like me.
Nope.
I thought we already talked about who you look like. You look like that weasel.
Wife says I look like a mongoose. Not.
I don't see it, but it's funny.
I think that's all that matters anyway. Yeah, I've been told Adam Driver, but I just got hair like Frankie Haydick. He's a crew player from the 90s. He's early 2000s. I mean, how long did he play? Great defender, great energy. I wonder how he feels about this rebrand. He was working with the team for a while. That's what I'm going to do after this. I'm going to get mad about my fandom.
That's how you show you're a good fan.
Oh, I how did I not even mention 2 days ago was Piccolo Day, May 9th. Piccolo
The
Day.
instrument or the character?
The character. He
Is that his day?
it's a day like King Piccolo declared it would be Piccolo Day on Earth.
Oh,
Whenever he came, when he came to Earth, I talk about it as a historical event. It is. That's why.
Yeah.
It was also Mother's Day, but cut
When
that
King
short.
Piccolo came?
Yeah, King Piccolo.
Kami? Did Kami do it?
Let's see, May 9th, Piccolo Day.
Also, real quick on the Dragon Ball, since you're looking that up, I like how this man Kami comes to Earth and names himself, and he literally names himself God. Like, what kind of narcissistic fucker do you think you are?
Are you sure it's not? I was gonna say it's like Pokemon. And it's like as soon as we name them, they start yelling their names.
That's what he said.
Yeah, he
You
just
think all
comes
the
down.
Namekians
Kami,
just said what their name was?
Kami. Yeah, he's like a Pokemon. Pokemon. Why?
As we run a little short on time, I guess it's been an hour, but it would be a disservice if we talk about Weeb shit without me talking about Dragon Ball Bridge by Team 4 Star, which is really fucking funny. And if you haven't watched them, you should watch them.
Oh yeah.
Dragon Ball Abridged,
They just replaced.
which we didn't even talk about Abridged, which used to be really big.
They just replace all the dubbing with their own.
Yeah,
And
they redub like the series,
Yeah.
and it's pretty funny.
oh, his
It's
voice
worth
over
watching.
this shit?
yeah,
Oh,
So
man.
Team 4 Star does it.
Abridged.
Yeah.
They make it more.
Check it out.
Adult. Usually,
Um,
they are good. It was a moment in time. How long are each of those? They don't do like a full 30.
No, they're
they-
short.
They take
It's a
frame,
shortened
like yeah,
version.
they take certain things from it. Oh, I did.
but there's so many. There's just so many. It'll take you like a day or two to watch through them all.
Ghost Nappa.
But- Yeah, and Popo is fucking so funny.
God damn it, Nappa. Yeah, it's good stuff. I can't remember.
You've seen it.
Yeah, check it out, Curtis. It's definitely worth it, especially if you like DBZ.
I feel like I've seen parts of it.
You probably have seen clips and stuff. It's kind of like what they do
Yeah.
with a lot of people do it with like Justice League, those videos of like Batman. I don't know, just talking shit about Superman the whole time. They just take clips of
Mhm.
Justice League and redub them with, yeah, fuck Superman. And then like Superman walks in and he like
Yeah.
shuts up real quick. And he just,
Dub stuff, like dub overs, are always gonna be funny.
I mean, there was a time when I thought, you know, young me, young little white Ben in rural Ohio, you know, people would match up SpongeBob frames for him to sing Soulja Boy songs. So there was a time when SpongeBob had me cranking that Soulja Boy. So not everything ages well,
Oh,
But I
God, I
did.
gotta
I think.
Something should stay a secret.
So, I gotta fill.
Not that one. I gotta see it.
I gotta tell stories, man.
Oh,
Open up about myself and who I was as a cringy little. How old would I have been?
20.
No, I mean, Crank That Soldier. That was. That's 2007, so I had to be like 14. So that's even worse.
Oh shit!
Shoot, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, well, fun fact for the day.
Well,
I had to share some weebness. I mean, you didn't share anything about how much of a weeb you were, other than
I mean, do you hear
buying
me talking
manga
about it?
when you went to Japan. And
Yeah,
you
like the
you are
Akibara.
knowledgeable of what you're
Yeah,
saying.
he's saying words in a different fucking language. What are you talking about?
Yeah, shit.
I
I don't know. I mean, I can go. I like giving people recommendations, but I haven't watched anything in like years.
mean, I think solely based off who made it, Yasuke Kurtis would like. I think he already obviously watched Attack on Titan. I don't know what I can recommend for you, Tim. Black Clover is good.
No,
You should continue watching.
he yells too much.
It gets better. He stops doing that.
He still yells. You just get
He
used to
doesn't
it.
do
Your
it.
ears
He doesn't
deafening.
do it as often. You can go on the
You
Reddit
can
and even
yell.
ask them. Asta does yell in a very high pitched voice, but at first
It's a meme. It's a meme.
it gets better. That's all I'm saying. It's about a world where everyone's got magic except one kid, and he wants to become the Wizard King, and so does his other friend who's an orphan and who grew up with him, and they set off to become great mages. I mean, it's a good story and it's fun and I like it. So stop.
For some reason, it sounds like the intro to like the prequel to Lord of the Rings.
No, how dare you?
I don't know why, but it just sounds like that's what they was getting into before the Lord of the Rings popped off. Like
Man,
but
it went off to become
so
a great wizard.
it is high fantasy, but every single person knows how to do magic in this world.
yeah, all high fantasy also came from Lord of the Rings at some point. You know, it's like
Well, I mean, pretty much. I mean, stories.
it's like the Godfather
Yeah.
of high fantasy.
Lord of the Rings is like in The Hobbit, or just like the holy text for fantasy.
Yeah,
So if you watch the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit, you don't got to watch no more high. What'd you say?
High fantasy. No, I mean, there's there's high fantasy, high magic, high fantasy,
it's
low
just
magic.
like
There's
it's all like
high fantasy just means like
It's
it
the
doesn't
father.
it doesn't take place like
Because let me
on
tell you, fam,
Earth and reality
I
in this
watched
world.
the Hobbit trilogy in one day, and then
Oof.
I watched Lord of the Rings in one fucking day.
that's a lot.
All of them,
Is a
back to
lot.
back.
The Hobbit trilogy, that's like 9 hours of
Yeah.
a 100-page book. Like what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, I was house sitting at Sean's house. Didn't have shit else to do. So threw them bad boys on.
You know.
So I'm skipping the high, what's it called again? High fantasy.
You don't gotta
Yeah,
skip it.
No, you don't have to skip all high fantasy. It just they take a lot from him because Tolkien built this world out so like, I mean, like even the game like Dungeons and Dragons, like it obviously takes from that.
Yeah, like orcs. Orcs came from Tolkien.
But
Made
like
him.
D&D is basically you interacting with a Tolkien world essentially. Like that's what everyone feels like, but it's evolving. I think people are getting more creative with it. So
That's next week. High fantasy week.
High Fantasy Week.
Yeah, we'll say that for next week.
There's a lot to say about it.
Exactly.
All right, well,
Okay.
between now and then, I don't want to see any of you showing up in racial chat rooms showing feet. I don't want to see any of you.
Oddly specific.
I'm always socked up, fam.
I'm always
It
you
ruined
tease.
Doja Cat for me. But yeah, but that's for another
Is that
time.
what she's doing?
Yeah, she's in racial chat room showing feet. Just ask Nori.
You're right. That's his shit. Do you watch Drink Champs? Y'all watch it?
Do what?
Do y'all watch Drink Champs?
No, I don't.
Oh, you can't be quoting Nori and not watching Drink
He
Champs.
tweeted.
You gotta watch.
I mean, I've watched a few things like interviews with him and stuff. Like I watched the Jesus and Marrow, and like I saw the tweet when it happened, and that was great. But
You gotta watch a Drink Champs to get
Okay.
actual Nori.
well, if you watch Yasuke, I'll watch a Drink Champs.
Oh, don't even worry. That's finna happen.
Okay,
I'm watching that. I just
well, fuck.
Oh yeah,
I
so
blew
you
my
better watch
shot.
Drink.
Okay. Well, shit. Well, closing thoughts, Tim. What do you have?
I don't know. There's a lot of good movies out there that are anime since it's Weeb Day. Check them out. Like Your Name and Silent Voice.
You don't want to suggest? I can't remember what it's called. Never mind. I'm just gonna act like I didn't do anything. Anyway, you can follow the show at Dutchmaster TV on Twitter. if you listen to the podcast only, which I doubt it, you can join us live on Twitch, Dutchmaster_TV. Our Instagram is Dutchmaster Gaming. My Twitter is at Ain't Been Good. It is the most important Twitter to follow. I say, I just a personal opinion. I mean, but it's been raved about. I mean, Jose Canseco loves it. Kurtis, what can they find? What Kurtis is doing?
Instagram, you can see my most recent car pictures. And any other pictures I've taken at cameraman Kurt_Kurt with a K. Twitter is East95 Kurt. And then more recently, you can follow me. Not even follow me. You can view my NFT works on OpenSea.io/the Wavy project. They're not for sale yet, but you can look at them because I ain't paid that Ethereum miner fee yet because that bitch is tripping. But you can see my work.
We'll get an Ethereum update sometime too. However the hell gas prices work.
We know how to find your NFT content. How do we find your NSFW content?
My Twitter, pretty much.
Nice.
I mean, those cars are hot. I don't know. They've been hitting them dirty drifts on there. So that Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah, that Instagram it's borderline not safe for work. But really, the Snapchat really ain't safe for work, and nobody's getting that. So if you ain't got it, you ain't got it.
Man, you trying to get followers or not?
Not on Instagram.
You trying to get famous?
We're not showing feet, Tim. Now, what do you got?
I don't have any social media. It's dead.
It's dead.
Cap.
I deleted it.
Did not.
Cap.
I did not.
Didn't you just like a tweet?
I did.
It's got a bunch of numbers. Kurtis, do you remember? It's Tim Ston.
I can't even remember what the fuck it was.
Oh yeah, we're talking what up, dog? D&D crew. Oh yeah, we're talking what up, dog? D&D crew. Let's see what the UpDawgs getting to. You know, yeah, we're gonna groove. What up, dog? D&D. What up?
Well, what a show.